and developing his career. The question becomes that how does one can get a desired job? For getting a desired job, it depends upon the aspiration one is having. The aspiration determines that what goal you will decide in completing your university education and getting the career which you are interested. Therefore, the first and foremost thing, we need to understand what is meant by aspiration. Let us look at the dimensions of aspiration. Sagarmati Paripricha Sutta, Buddha says, aspiration is the root of everything. Appearance of Manjushri's Buddha field also comments that everything depends upon conditions and lies within the root of eager aspirations. Whatever prayer a person makes results in kind are surely to be reaped. So therefore, a kind of aspiration one have and how he is going to make the conditions favorable for achievement of his aspiration is needed for career development and success in university education. So the first component in the development of career, here today we are going to discuss about diligence. What diligence plays a role in shaping up of our aspirations for which we are taking university education. So let us see what is meant by diligence. Diligence is defined as a state of mind that takes joy in virtue. Here, the virtue indicates that diligence implicitly excludes all states of non-virtue and indifferences, whereas mention of joy excludes the virtue of body speech and indicates the nature of diligence. So again, you will ask the question that what do you understand by the word virtue? The definition of virtue given in the Shabdakosh, it says the virtue is quality of doing what is right and avoiding what is wrong. The virtue is quality of doing what is right and avoiding what is wrong. A virtue is a particular moral excellence. A virtue is also morality with respect to sexual relations, and the virtue is any admirable quality or attribute. Therefore, in the context of diligence, if we relate the diligence, when we consider one has a diligence, that means that the person takes a joy in virtues. He does the right thing and avoids the wrong things. You will ask the question that why do we need diligence? And how we can develop our diligence? To understand the parameters of diligence, the first, we need to be generous. When people are generous, they are not attached to possessions, and this makes possible the practice of discipline. For building the discipline within us, we need to be generous. Second, when discipline is acquired, so too is ability to cultivate patience. When we achieve the discipline, then our patience within us increases. And once patience has been achieved with regard to the great difficult practices, it is possible to apply diligence. When we say great difficult practices, it includes all the activities we are required to perform or attend to, including giving lectures, examinations, vivas, presentations, practicals, all such difficult practices, unless and otherwise we will not perform well, we are not going to get a good academic success. And for this, we need to have a patience. And when we have a patience to do all such things, then diligence is possible to apply. Without diligence, nothing positive relating to two accumulations, that is wisdom and merit, can occur. A diligence is must for getting the knowledge, application of knowledge, and the better grades. The better grades acquired throughout the university career, that is what going to count when you are going to enter into the job market. And where the diligence is present, great enlightenment is swiftly obtained through the wholesome power of two accumulations. When we are entering the job market and we have a good wisdom, that is the knowledge and application of knowledge and the good grades, our employability is certainly be higher than the others. Now, what are the obstacles we get in enhancing the diligence? The reverse of diligence is laziness. The reverse of diligence is laziness, of which there are three kinds. The first, there is a laziness of indolence. First laziness is laziness of indolence. What do you mean by indolence? Is we make a habit of becoming lazy. Second, there is a laziness that consists in inclination to unwholesome actions. Third, there is a laziness of self-depreciation and defeatism. By laziness, we downgrade our own value. Within us, we develop doubt that whether we will be able to achieve this task or not, whether I will be successful in examination and get good grades. The laziness, how the laziness is caused, why the laziness is caused. Laziness, whereby the mind takes no joy in virtue, is caused by three things. First, failure to strive in goodness, accompanied by an interest in idle entertainment. Idle entertainment. Idle entertainment, you are much aware that it starts from chatting to various sorts of entertainment and media entertainment and all surrounding entertainment what are available at a flick of our eyes. The second is an indulgence in sleepiness and increasing desire to lie in bed upon one's pillow. And third, failure to be saddened by the suffering of world. What do we understand by failure to be saddened by the suffering of samsara world? If you understand the employability scenario in the market, employer considers that only 5% of university graduates, they are good enough to be provided with employment. And it is very hard task to get a good job with a good salary. Even entering into the market is very difficult for so many students. So unless and otherwise, we do not understand the reality of employment market and the suffering of employment market in getting employment. If we do not appreciate that aspect, we are going to become lazy in our approach in search of right job. So what are the favorable conditions we can develop the diligence so that it will be facilitating to us to overcome all our difficulties? It is possible to develop and enhance our diligence through following four forces. We will able to discard three kinds of laziness and enhance discipline through following four forces. The first is aspiration, that is a keen interest of the studies, the university norms, and the desire to abide by that norm. The first force is, if we have a strong aspirations to comply with university norms and accomplish those standards, then we are developing our diligence. The second is self-confidence or steadfastness. What do you mean by that? Whereby one does not go back on what one has begun. Many a time in university life, there are umpteen occasions where we feel that it's enough and I am unable to proceed further. It's not possible for me to go further at this juncture. The steadfastness we have to have, and with this steadfastness, come what may, if we decide come what may, we will do it. Let it be done. Then the ultimate goal definitely we are going to reach. Then third is joyfulness, whereby one takes pleasure in what one is doing. So whenever we are doing study, whenever we are doing practical, whenever we are doing viva, whenever we are doing any presentation, if we take joy in that, then certainly you will find you are at the zenith. And fourth is relinquishment. We have to relinquish what is wrong. And these four forces must in turn be supplemented by two kinds of strength. These four forces, that is aspiration, self-confidence or steadfastness, joyfulness, relinquishness, are required to be supplemented by two strengths. First is earnest principle of adapting and rejecting, and second, the control of one's body and mind. So these are the two strengths you have. First is earnest principle of adapting and rejecting. In your day-to-day experience, you will know that what is good for you and what is bad for you. So whatever is good, you have to accept, and whatever is bad, whatever is wrong, you have to reject. And second is that if we take care of our body and mind, both are necessary, that a good body, good health and a sound mind, that these two strengths will develop your diligence. And once the diligence is developed, you are going to get your aspirations of desired job and career.